it for the first time right here on the Joyful Lunch right here on Joy FM. Earlier on, I spoke about getting over chat with LJ Mojo. This is an artist who has been doing amazing work, hip-hop artist, someone that you need to be on the lookout right there as far as his music is concerned right there. So here's an album called God is African. I don't know if you checked it out right there, but if you haven't, it's something that you need to make sure that you grab yourself a copy right there. So right now I'm trying to get hold of him right here live on radio just to find out more details about the album and also some of the things that he has been up to of late right here on Joy FM. Good afternoon, LJ Mojo. How are you doing?
Yeah, what's up, man?
How are you doing? How have you been, brother, man?
I've been good, man. I've been good.
Yeah, so someone is putting in a lot of work, man. Much respect to you. I was just checking out your album on your YouTube channel.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. I just put that out like 4 days ago, and the response has been massive. You know what I mean? It's been amazing.
Yeah.
So
But you can also tell us what you've been up to of late, maybe just to get to update your fans, people who have been following your music. What has LJ Mojo been up to?
Well, for real, the only thing that I've been doing right now is making music, man. I've been really in the studio just trying to get my sound right, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to put the sound together before I can do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get my sound right. So I've just been in the studio making a lot of music, so I've got like a lot of music still, you know, waiting to be released.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from the album, you know, and then I'm also working on a lot of visual content as well, and as the album matures and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Yeah. So I was doing a research about you, bro. Trust me, people know about your name, LJ Mojo, but they have no idea how you look like. So when you talk about working on videos right there, I'm pretty sure that's a way to go in branding your face because mukasanga wamperformera somewhere bakopa belt na But anyways, talking about branding itself, is it something that you feel like you owe your people, like people who have been following your music, you owe them a lot knowing how you look like?
Yeah, I do feel like I actually owe them that, you know. I haven't really done a lot in that area when it comes to the visuals, you know, but it's something that I'm really working towards, and I'm working slowly towards it. You know, I want to do it the right way, so I don't want to rush the process. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this is how I'm taking it step by step, and I think this year, but before the year ends, I'm gonna give a lot of crazy visuals. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right, so LJ, let's talk about your new album, God is African.
Yeah.
The inspiration and what made you to maybe just tell us the information that we need to know about your album.
Well, God is African is actually it's a poem. You know what I mean? It's a poem, in as it means God is in everyone and is everyone. You know what I mean? In my case, I'm an African man, so I will say God is African because I am African. So in my case, I am God, and God is me. You know? So God is African in my case. If I was European, I would say God is European. But it's just to mean that God is me, and I am God. You know what I mean? That's that connection.
Okay,
yeah, so that's where the inspiration came from.
Awesome. So what is the content that we need to expect? I know I saw Critic on Twitter tweeted about it. Saying the last song almost made someone to be a little bit sad. But maybe you can just tell us what is the content in the album?
Well, the content is purely just my experiences with spirituality and life and what I've come to experience as far as religion and just life is concerned, you know, and my journey with the music and how I've had to transition from genre to genre and just growing with myself, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So those experiences are portrayed in the album and in the mixtape. It's actually a mixtape, you know what I mean? People are taking it as an album, I think, because of how well it was organized, but it's actually a mixtape. It's just a mixtape, just showcasing my art and what I believe is you know, is life.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Okay, so do we expect more of such music from LJ Mojo?
Yeah, that's basically the only sort of music that I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be dropping more music. After this, there's so much more that's in store.
Okay, and also maybe you can just run us through how many songs are in the mixtape, and also who have you decided to work with, and where can people get to find your album?
Well, there's 24 songs on the mixtape. That's the official mixtape. There's 24 songs, but then there's 2 songs that I failed to clear the samples for. And so on the deluxe version that is going to be available everywhere, there's only going to be 22 songs. There's going to be 2 songs that are not going to be on the deluxe version.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 22 songs, and then I worked with Brad Starr, the artist.
Mm-hmm.
He's from our camp. He's from Twisted Mind Radio. I worked with MOB, VM Train. They're from Nens. I worked with Names Martian from Chocolate Popcorn Records. I worked with Critic as well. Critic. I also worked with Mwanje T. That's Sampa, the great sister. She's part of the team from that side.
Mm-hmm.
And I also worked with Sabrina Celine. Sabrina Celine is from Cape Town. She's a wonderful artist from Cape Town.
Mm-hmm.
I also worked with Kajo and producers also from South Africa. Most of my producers, one producer mainly, and 2 producers from South Africa, 2 from Zambia. I also did some production on the album, and that's basically
okay.
Who was involved. Yeah.
All right, so a little bit away from your album, I just want to get your opinion. I don't know if you saw what's been trending on social media, and you are one artist that you have been taking your music very serious. But this is when it's trending right now. Issues to do with people buying music, buying Zambian music. Someone asked a question saying, what do you think is making our local people not to buy the content that you guys bring out?
Yeah, I actually hadn't. I had seen that, but I didn't read through it. So yeah, what I think, based on that, I think buying music depends on how well it's marketed. You know what I mean? How well it's branded. It all goes down to how well it's branded. And how much you give it out. So it's quantity and quality, as well as the spirit that you want to sell your music in. Are you doing it in a good spirit? And are you giving good quality? And is it enough? Are you consistent?
Mm-hmm.
People. I feel like people. In my case, I feel like people haven't really met all 3 aspects, and that's where there's lacking in the way it's sold. You know what I mean? If people can meet all 3 aspects, it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you're in Zambia. It doesn't matter where you're from. You can sell your music the right way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But people don't do it. It's either they're lacking in quality, or maybe they're lacking in quantity. In my case, I was lacking in quantity. I'd do something, and then I'd go off the charts for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months or a year. You don't hear any music from LJ Mojo. You know what I mean? And then people forget. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And other people will be there, but then it's not as qualified. There's not that much quality behind it, so they can't sell it on the scale that they expect to do. And then other people might have quality and quantity, but the spirit in which they're selling it. Are they going out and meeting people? Are they being good people to other people? Are they networking? You know what I mean? That sort of thing. So when you meet all 3 qualities, all 3 aspects, the quality of your music, your quantity of your music, and the way you sell your music, then I think that anywhere you'd be able to sell your music. Whether you're in Zambia, whether you're in South Africa, it doesn't matter.
Amazing stuff. Let's talk about you didn't tell us how much can someone get your mixtape? Is it on sale? Because I'm seeing right now on your YouTube channel with 268 subscribers as well. Maybe you can just tell us, is it on sale, or maybe it's just get to put it for free of charge?
Well, the mixtape is free. It's free only for the first week, so that's only exclusive to Audio Mac and my YouTube channel. So you could only stream it for the first week, and then after the first week, I'm gonna take it off all the free platforms, and then I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post the links to the ones for sale. So it's gonna be available on Luito Play. It's gonna be available on iTunes, Spotify. These are everywhere, including the Sesania as well. I'm also I'm also planning on putting it there. So it's going to be available everywhere else for sale. But then it's not going to be free after a week. So only for this week, it's going to be free.
Okay, so the last question I'd like to find out from you, LJ Mojo, is we all know we're all affected with the pandemic, the COVID-19. Now you guys have a chance to get to perform and have events. Do we expect you anytime soon having your own show? Or maybe do you have any plans in those lines, you just to get interact with your fans, people love your music?
Yeah, I actually do have plans of getting into performances and meeting my fans and just getting out there, but it's not the main thing that I want to work on right now. Right now I want to work on just getting my brand name out there and solidifying it once and for all, so that it doesn't have to happen again and again and again. I just want it to be once and for all a household name, and then I can focus on everything else. So for now, I really want to get into just branding myself the right way. Okay. Although I will be getting out there, when the chances come.
Okay. What song should we get to pick from your mixtape? I'm just singing out your mixtape right now. So you pick, which one do you feel we should get to play to the public out there?
The one that I think you should play to the public is Black Jesus.
Black Jesus. Okay. So maybe you can just tell us what the song's talking about.
Black Jesus is it's a song about I'm basically explaining my life and my goals for life, but then at the same time I'm also I'm reflecting that persona into the persona of Jesus Christ when he was coming up and in his ministry. So then there's also just a little skit at the end, just explaining Christ and an evolution of some sort of how there's a confusion between the Christ that is the real Christ and the Christ of that history has come to explain to us as, but then there's it's a full thing on its own, but then I just took out the part and just added it there just so people could be aware, Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just, you just have to listen to it to the end.
All right. Thank you very much for a few minutes. LJ, coming up is your song, track number 9, Black Jesus, right here on Joy FM. We truly appreciate for a few minutes as well.
All right. So much.
Let's go straight to LJ Mojo's song, taken from his mixtape. On the other side, we'll get back with more right here on The Joyful Lunch.
And I was shown as a little boy at St. Raymond's Elementary School in the Bronx for 8 years of my life, in that Bible, that when this individual they're calling Jesus was a baby and his life was endangered, an angel came and said, Mary, Joseph, take the child and go to Egypt. But the last time I checked, Egypt is in Africa. And I have to step back and say, well, 2,000 years ago, or 2011 years ago, or almost 2012 years ago, right? What did Egypt look like? What type of people? What was the facial features? Well, thank goodness to Google. I can go on Google, click on Google Images, and just type in ancient Egyptians. And I see all the faces in this room. I see all the complexions in this room. From caramel beige to turquoise green to purple, blue, black to whatever, because that's all of us in here. But I'm saying that for a reason, because if this little baby was going to hide, if right now you came and say, yo, Rev, there's some people looking for you, they want to kill you. We're going to take you and hide you in Sweden. How well would I do hiding in Sweden? Would I be able to, hide in Sweden? You think I can get away with it? No. So of all the places, right, this angel that came to Joseph, they could have said, take him and go to Mesopotamia. Take him and go to Ur. Take him and go to Chaldea. Take him and go to China. Take him and go to, because these were places, India, the land of Ind. These were places that existed 2,000 years ago. Alexander, the Greeks were engaging in warfare, trying to conquer